Today we are going to do the first lesson, chemical reactions and equations. This lesson we are going to do in three parts. First, let us do what is chemical reactions. What is a chemical reaction? It is the process in which new substance is formed with new properties. How does a chemical reaction take place? By the breaking up of old chemical bonds between the atoms of reactants and forming new chemical bonds between the atoms of the product. Now, what are reactants and products? Reactants are the substances which take part in the reaction, and product is the substance which is formed as a result of the reaction. Now, let us give an example. Here, magnesium combines with oxygen to form magnesium oxide, and magnesium and oxygen are the reactants, and product is magnesium oxide, which is formed on the right side of the arrow mark. Arrow mark is written on the left side, reactants are written, and on the right side of the arrow mark we have the product which is formed. Now, some of the examples which we can give for chemical reaction which takes place in our surroundings, formation of fruit, making curd with the milk, respiration, rusting of iron, burning of candle, etc. Now let us learn about the important characteristics of chemical reactions. Evolution of gas, formation of precipitate, color change. During a chemical reaction, there will be a change in temperature and also there will be a change in the state. Now, first characteristic, evolution of gas. For that, we have given the example of zinc reacting with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is released. Here you can see gas is released during a chemical reaction. Now, formation of a precipitate. What is a precipitate? Precipitate is the solid substance which separates out from the solution. Here we have given the example of potassium iodide reacting with lead nitrate to form lead iodide and potassium nitrate, and lead iodide is the yellow color precipitate which is formed during this reaction. Now there will be a color change in the chemical reaction. For this we can give the example of potassium permanganate, which is purple in color, and when we add citric acid to it, the color disappears. So because there is a change in the reaction, change of color in the reaction, it is a chemical reaction. Now another important characteristic is change in temperature. Two types of changes we can observe: exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction is the reaction in which heat is released, and endothermic reaction is the reaction in which heat is absorbed. Let us learn about exothermic and endothermic reactions by writing examples. Continuing with exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction is the reaction in which heat is released. Here we have given the example of calcium carbonate combining with water to form calcium hydroxide, carbon dioxide, and heat is released during the reaction. That's why you can observe that heat is written on the right side of the arrow mark, because heat is released during the reaction. Now, endothermic reaction, it is the reaction in which heat is absorbed. For the reaction to take place, barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, we have to heat it so that by absorbing the heat, the reaction takes place to form barium chloride, ammonia and water. Now, the last characteristic property of chemical reaction is change in state. For this we can give the example of burning of candle. Candle is solid in state. On burning, it produces carbon dioxide and water vapor, which are gaseous in state. Now, we learned about chemical reactions. Now, let us learn about chemical equations. What is chemical equation? It is the representation of chemical reaction with the help of symbols and formulas of the reactants and product. Let us give an example of zinc reacting with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Here first we have written the word equation. Now represent this with the formula and the symbols. For zinc, Zn reacts with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Now we can also make the equation more informative by mentioning the physical state of the reactants and product. We can make the equation more informative by mentioning the physical state by writing S if it is solid and by writing L if it is liquid, G for gas, for aqueous solution AQ, and for precipitate we can write PBT. Let us mention the physical state for this equation. Zinc is solid, H2SO4 is aqueous, ZnSO4 is aqueous, and hydrogen is gas. So like this we can mention the physical state of the reactants and the product. We can also indicate the heat changes in the reaction. Two types of heat changes, exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction in which heat is released. Here we have given the example of carbon combining with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and heat is released. So for exothermic reaction, heat is written after the aromar and combustion reactions can be given as an example for exothermic reactions. Now endothermic reactions are the reactions in which heat is absorbed. So it is written before the aromar, calcium carbonate on heating decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, and decomposition reactions can be given as an example for endothermic reactions. Now we can also make the equations more informative by mentioning the conditions in which the reactions take place. Suppose heat is it has to be heated for the reaction to take place. We mention it with a delta sign which is written here above the aromar, and if a catalyst is needed for the reaction to take place, that can be written above or below the aromar. So here potassium chlorate on heating, so heat sign delta is written on top of the aromar. Manganese dioxide is the catalyst which is used for this reaction to speed up the reaction, and product formed are potassium chloride and oxygen. We can also mention the temperature at which a reaction takes place and also how much pressure is needed. Here we have given another example of carbon monoxide combining with hydrogen to form methanol. It requires 300 degrees Celsius temperature and also a pressure of 300 atmospheres, and catalysts used are zinc oxide and chromium oxide. And this is photosynthesis reaction in which carbon dioxide combines with water to form glucose and oxygen, for which there should be sunlight, because photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight. So it is written above the aromar, and also green color pigment, chlorophyll should be present in the plants for this reaction to take place. So in this lesson we learned about chemical reactions and how to write chemical equations, make them more informative. In the next class we will learn about balancing of chemical equations.